Hey, I just tried to do a video, excuse me, and the sound did not work. Oh my wow. I gotta wash my hair. Anyways, I was just saying, um, so yeah, I was just scared. Um, I was just scared to have kids with him after that. So I don't know what's going on. I don't want to see him as like a child molester or rapist or something like that, but oh my gosh, I have to wash my hair. Oh my wow. When did this happen? It wasn't even this bad, like literally like a minute ago. I have the driest scalp in the history of scalps. Why is this happening to me? Um yeah, I just didn't need to have kids with Justin. What is going on? Why is everybody crazy? I can't wait for everybody to just fall asleep and this to be like a dream that never even really happened and stuff like that. I just knew by the time I was 12 that like I just was I don't know. Well, at the time I was weak. Now I'm not. I don't even see him as somebody who I really could not even have kids with. But as far as his weakness, without me around, yeah, I just know that he has it. I don't have it. I'm not 12, but I just know that he has a weakness. And it's not even necessarily bad, particularly when you're with your mother, you know. Nobody should ever take another person's kid, especially not to do what child molester bullshit. What the fuck could possibly be going on? And who would be dumb enough to sit around acting like they are Dustin Timberlake and like that means that they should be thinking about nasty stuff with somebody's kid? Are you insane? I don't know what's going on because he's not with my kid, so I don't know what's going on, and I don't like seeing him as like a child molester. Like I don't. Let me just say that I don't want to see him that way anyway. So like, and he couldn't possibly be. He's not with my kid, right? So what is the deal? Is it just other people acting like that's a thing? Like that I just do? That I just want Justin to rape my kid? Is that what's going on? Because he's not with my kid. Y'all don't know him. So I don't know what's going on. And I don't know what's going on, but yeah. So anyway, so I couldn't hear anything at the end of my videos. So I just made another quick one. No, no, I don't think he really rapes kids, but I just knew that I just, especially at that age, I couldn't trust myself to have kids with him. And then later, um, I feel like we successfully got over that to where I no longer don't trust myself mentally. I did not let my mind go. I didn't break in on the, I didn't break. So, um no, I don't really have to worry about him. Just please understand that I don't really have to worry about him. This isn't like a real thing. I'm just saying that that it happened where there was a time when I did not think that we needed to have kids. I didn't think that we had need to have kids, and now it's not even a real thing. And yet, this person who I've grown to love and respect and actually trust over the years, what the shit is going on? Like, why did everybody get stupid? Why is this something that I'm even having to say right now? Somebody who I actually do trust, and I have to say that he might have a little bit of that going on, or at least he did, or I did, or somebody did in the beginning, to where it was just like I knew that we just didn't need to have kids together. Like specifically, even meaning even now that I know that yeah we could, especially with me being with my child because I am a good mother. Yeah, I just know that it's just not a necessary thing. It's just not due to weaknesses, particularly his. I guess I can't really say. That's why I like saying that this is my mind. This is what I thought. Blah blah blah. I can't say what this man was thinking, but from that point on, I just knew. If it's a weakness, especially because at the time it was definitely for me, clearly for it to even have been a thought that I had, then it was like, okay, so I wouldn't, I don't want to have kids with him. That's what it was. I don't want to. I don't need to, and I should. And to this day, it was just something that's in the back of my mind, meaning I don't necessarily have that fear, and I certainly don't have that weakness. And I do not want to see him as somebody who has that weakness. He's a much older person, and I know that he's not immature. What's going on? Or is he immature? Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't want to say mean stuff about Jessica. Sorry, Jessica. Am I being too mean to you? I don't know. Maybe you're not even that bad. I don't even know. I have no idea what could possibly be going on. I don't understand what's going on whatsoever. I don't understand mind reading, all seeing eye, whatever that is. I don't understand. I just know that I have a daughter who, for whatever reason, nobody wants to give back to me, and something's telling me that it's about child molester bullshit. And I don't even see Justin Timberlake as somebody who has that problem. There was just a time in my life that just told me certain things about him and us that let me know, and I've always known, and it's always been in the back of my mind, that we just don't need to have kids together. It's just not something that needs to happen. Doesn't mean that it can't happen. It just doesn't need to happen. Some people, are perfect to have kids together, and other people are not. We are not perfect to have kids together. We have much too much in common, much too many similarities. And he is a man who sexually is horrendously compatible with me. Like, we don't even have to have sex, okay? Whatever the fuck that means. Why don't we even have to have sex to be 100% sexually compatible? So, of course, it makes sense that I knew that I didn't need to have kids with him. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense when you're that connected sexually to just not need to have a child together, because what would that do to that child? Like, it's not a thing that needs to happen. But if we were together, that would change it. It actually would, especially because I'm a good mother, and I don't believe that he's a bad father. Is he? Is that what this is about? Is that why I needed to make this video? Is he a bad father? I'm scared as shit to even think about him that way. I do not want to think about him that way. What are y'all smoking that I have to sit here and think about somebody who is not here as being a bad father to my child? What are y'all smoking? Why and why? He's not here. He's not there. He's somewhere, but he's not with me or my child. So who the fuck is with my child that I have to say this, or else y'all are going to deal with child molester bullshit and be crazy as shit? She's not with him. And who is she with that they think they're supposed to deal with child molester bullshit to my kid? And why in the world haven't you brought her back to me? If that's what you're doing to a child that isn't even yours, that you don't even have to deal with. You don't want to live no more? You don't want to be happy no more? You don't want to do... I mean, you want to just think about me and a baby for the rest of your life? That's how you want your life to go? Why do you want your life to go that way? So I'm not feeling this. And I hate y'all, because even in my wildest, craziest dreams, she was like 12, which was how old I was with him. You see what I'm saying? No, she wasn't a baby. No, she wasn't a baby. That's crazy. He wasn't that crazy. Did y'all not want me to say that? Is that how bad it got? Y'all didn't want to hear that? That I never saw him as somebody who would hurt a little baby? Because I never did see him as somebody who would hurt a little baby. I saw him, as somebody who, at the time, I maybe didn't need to trust with a 12-year-old, because I was a 12-year-old. And he could not be trusted with me. So that's what it was. Of course he couldn't be trusted with me. That's exactly what we had in common. In the strangest way, because I don't even have to have sex with him. So yeah, that made sense. He's not even that. Do you realize he's weak, but not even in like the conventional way due to our relationship. It actually made a lot of sense. I didn't even have to see him as a bad guy. I was scared. Now it seems so stupid to even say this, because at the time it would have made him look bad, wouldn't it? But now it's like, because I've had plenty of time to deal with these feelings and just know that he's just not a bad guy. I just need to be a better mother to my kid and be with my kid and help men to see the world the right way and see through my eyes, and therefore not want to hurt girls ever. Because that's hard for men sometimes. It just is, even for a man who was as good with women as he was. And that was the point. He was great with women, and I just wanted to be his everything. And what would a child of mine with him be besides his dad? Because that's what I would have wanted for him. So I'm sure that's exactly why I knew that we didn't need to have kids together. Just all the things I wanted for him that didn't need to be in a form of a person. Because I'm that person that I wanted to be for him, or someone else, but it just didn't need to be a person who he's related to. That's why I kept saying it was more about the incest thing. So I don't know what's going on. I don't see him as somebody who rapes. I don't even want to say children, because I was 12. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was the child. I didn't even think of it as raping children. Like, what is going on? Do you realize I never saw it that way? Do you realize I've never actually had an actual fear for a guy who I was sexually attracted to think that he would rape a child? Do you realize that that's just never really where this ever went for me? Do you realize that a child with me would have never had to deal with these kinds of things? They would have felt like an adult. And that's what I meant when I said that the beautiful stuff started, I started imagining beautiful stuff with him and my daughter, but guess what? She was my age. I was seeing myself as older and I was seeing her as the age that I was at the time because I wanted to give him everything sexually. So yeah, this is so much beyond anything that I even imagine as far as being worst case scenario, and so much beyond anything that truly I ever would have allowed, or that I really think that the real Justin would have allowed, even if incest was like like some type of a in the back of your mind weakness. It really still wasn't no raping little children shit. It never was. It wasn't. So I just want to say that it wasn't that. That's not what it was. I said it. I don't care if y'all don't want to hear that. Do not shut the sound off on this. I don't know what kind of demon shit y'all are dealing with. Lord, please bless everybody listening to this. God, please heal. If there's demons out there, please just take them away from people, God. Take them away. They don't want the demons anymore. We don't want demons, Jesus. We don't want them. Take them away from us, God. We don't want them. This is just so far beyond. That's why I haven't been trying to sound the alarm and say crazy shit, because we're talking about a little ass baby. I don't know what the fuck I missed that I can't trust adult people with a little ass baby. Do you realize that that's exactly why I would have never said something like that? Because that was for sure beyond the shit that I ever thought about. 1,000%. 1,000% beyond any of the stuff that I ever would have thought, even about bad Justin, or scary just meaning when I was really young and I knew I couldn't really be trusted with him. Even that wasn't no raping little ass babies. That was just, I just knew that he might have more of a disposition to maybe have a thing for his daughter from me, because his daughter from me, even from my end of it, wanted to be his everything, because that's what I wanted to be. And that's why it seemed like such a sweet thought, her being his everything. I guess it was just like the sweetest shit, because it had everything to do with what I wanted for him and everything to do with how I wanted to see him, actually. So that's why these things aren't, like, that's why these are have more to do with reality than I think you guys realize. It was just a reality that I just knew that as a good mother did not need to make a reality. We just didn't need to have children together. And not even because of the rape part, because it isn't, not sorry, the rape part, but the sex part, because it's like, okay, so even if he doesn't do that, the things that I want for my daughter, plus the things that he wants for my daughter, his daughter, our daughter, we just, I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. I don't want to say it could get messy, but yeah, I guess that's what it was. It was like, okay, this could get messy. I've seen stuff. Everybody's seen stuff. I'm not talking about raping little kids, by the way. I saw this thing on TV where this guy, but his daughter was older. She was an older teen, and then becoming an adult. And yeah, they had kids together. It was crazy. But do you see what I'm saying? Was she getting raped as a little kid? No, I don't think so. I think that's why their relationship developed later, because she was not being raped as a kid. She was being raised by a man, and then they later had a relationship and had children. That's more like what I was thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Like something that, I don't want to say it was realistic, but something that just, nobody, I'm not talking about raping little babies. So I don't want to talk much more about this, because this is the scariest shit I've ever thought about, and that's why I don't think about it. That's why I don't like to say stuff like this. So there, I said it. If y'all needed to hear that, that's fine. I don't like this raping baby stuff. I know that the real Justin Timberlake wouldn't even do this. I don't care what y'all say, and I hate you. I'm sorry. So this isn't helpful. I love you guys. I'm not mad at Jessica. I don't know what her deal is. I wish she would stop. I feel like she must have a problem I don't know about. I don't want to be mean, though, and I certainly don't want to be mean to Justin, because he's not actually a bad person. We just have weaknesses. He does, we do. He doesn't need, we just don't need blood children. But this isn't his blood child, and she's a baby. So I'm going to get off here. I love you guys. I pray God please bless us. In Jesus' holy name we pray. I get these demons out of here. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen. Bye, guys. I love you.